RIRA event. It's the Public Safety Committee, and we're fortunate to have back again. We're fortunate to have Chief McManus and the Deputy Director Lynda Marmara. How do you say it? Marmara. Okay, here today with us. I thought that what we would do initially is we will have Chief McManus will give us an update on the issues that we often address, the lighting that people have concerns about, the patrols that are done in the buildings, that could be something, you know. And then after they do, and sort of tell us how they've been doing for a period of time since they started. And Lynda will tell us a little bit about herself. We'll go to a question-answer period. After that, when we finish with the question-answers, we'll have a second part of the agenda, which will be to discuss the resolution and vote on the resolution. All right, so welcome.
Thank you.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. I think I know just about everybody in the room. My name is Jack McManus, and I've been the Director of Public Safety for approximately a year. And Lynda Marmara has been about 3.5 months.
No, a little bit more than that. About 6 months now.
Wow.
Well,
Time flies.
It goes fast. And yeah, I'd be remiss if I didn't give you a little bit of the background as to what brought Lynda here. I had really never worked directly with Lynda, but Lynda worked as a confidential aide and a support person to another chief friend of mine, coincidentally, a former commanding officer of the 114 precinct. And I have so much respect for this friend that, and I had been exposed to Lynda enough that I was always of the opinion that if I was allowed to pick my deputy director, it would be Lynda. And I was able to do that. And, nobody was happier than me. Lynda was here about a month or two, and not only had she hit the ground running, she had become kind of like the caretaker of the CERT team, and exposing the CERT team to things that they may not have been exposed to before, and taking a real interest in the team. But Lynda's background is very, very diverse. Lynda was the first community policing officer on Roosevelt Island from the 114 precinct some years ago. Walking around the neighborhood with Lynda, it's amazing how many folks still remember her. But, on a personal level, we're able to do so much more now that I have an assistant. And, I knew Lynda would be good, I just didn't know how good. And, I'm amazed every day. And she's very invested in the community, which was very important to me. And being able to kind of shepherd the CERT team, it's just something that I just don't think I ever would have had enough time to do myself. So I am really happy to have Lynda on board, and as you get to know her, I think you will too.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and I thank the chief weekly, if not daily. I thank her for the opportunity to be here, and again, to be in front of all of you. And I was here last month, and for those of you who did not meet me last month, I thank you for the opportunity, and it's very nice to meet each and every one of you. And as the chief said, I've been working since my tenure started back in July. I've been working very closely with the Roosevelt Island CERT teams, and for those of you who are familiar with the CERT team, they are the community emergency response teams, and these are folks within your communities that volunteer to assist in any type of response, not necessarily an emergency response, but any type of response or community event. These folks volunteer their time. They're trained by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and deployed on an as-is or as-needed basis. So since my tenure, we have, as the chief said, deployed the CERT team on a few occasions to act and assist with crowd control, supplemental to the officers that are assigned for public safety to events that have occurred on Roosevelt Island. We've deployed them for 3 races that we've had here, 5K races, and they've served as crowd control and also race marshals for the event. We've also deployed the CERT team, and they assisted or actually watched a recent tram exercise, and we're going to be looking to deploy them for future exercises with the tram and personnel from the tram. Additionally, we're looking for, and they've requested, and we have worked with OEM to get them refresher training. A lot of the folks that are in the CERT teams or on the CERT team took their training a few years ago, so some of them have asked for refresher training, so we are working closely with OEM to start, after the start of the new year, to get them refresher training for future deployments. And that's about it. We've had some new successes, and we're going to be looking to do recruitment upcoming for the CERT teams and getting more folks involved in being members of the CERT team. So if you know anybody that's interested, please have them see myself or speak to Howard Polity, who is the Roosevelt Island CERT team captain.
I forgot to mention that Lynda used to teach. Lynda worked at OEM for a while. One of her responsibilities was teaching the CERT teams. So we have a very good relationship with the Office of Emergency Management. And as far as the city goes, they really are the big dog when it comes to emergency management. We have other federal agencies that visit for things like the UN General Assembly, many other things, presidential visits, other dignitary visits, but when it comes to emergency management, and they've come so far, so I'm happy to report that we have a very good relationship with them. And we've already engaged them in looking at some of our plans and helping us put together new ones. So, and that will continue during the year 2015.